Joint House panels have cited in contempt Philhealth Senior Manager Rogelio Pocalan. They say he supposedly misled the public by claiming the agency can change the Court of Appeals decision over the suspension of a hospital's accreditation. Congressman Mike Defensor ordered Pocalan to be detained until Monday next week. And with the search underway for the new leader of the state-run health insurer, what's next for former Philhealth Chief Ricardo Morales? Let's find out from Mr. Morales himself. He joins us now live on The Final Word. Sir, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good evening, Rico, Houston. Good evening to you and all your listeners.
So, sir, share with us, how are you feeling right now, mentally and physically, a day after your resignation?
Relieved.
Mm-hmm.
I feel relieved. I can now focus on my health and my family. And this is what I thank the President for allowing me to step down. I'm grateful for that.
No regrets, Mr. Morales, with running Philhealth as President?
All the presidents of Philhealth had a very short term. There's no time in the time I was in Philhealth. Not enough time to get things fixed. There was so much to do and so little time. So I feel a little bit frustrated, but that's how it goes.
Sir, you mentioned that you are relieved that you are no longer the president of Philhealth, but Malacanang has said that your resignation will not absolve you of possible criminal and administrative liabilities due to alleged fraudulent schemes in Philhealth. Tell us, Mr. Morales, what is the real score?
Of course, my resignation does not in any way absolve me if I was involved in any irregularities. I have filed the bank secrecy waiver. We have subjected ourselves to the lifestyle check, and we're open to all investigation. You know, fraud is not new in Philhealth. It was there before I was in Philhealth. It is there now. Mm-hmm. And unless the right thing is done, it's going to continue. You know, Philhealth is about 35,000 transactions a day. So that really is a fertile ground for fraud.
And yesterday, Mr. Morales, we spoke with Senator Richard Gordon, and he told us that there is a mafia within Philhealth comprised of regional vice presidents. Do you agree with him?
Well, whatever you call it, they call a cabal, a mafia, or collusion. It's always possible that there are people colluding with the agents. But, Philhealth pays money out to hospitals. The hospitals receives the payments of Philhealth, the benefit payments. These are not paid to the employees now. If there is collusion between the hospital and the healthcare provider, the healthcare institution, that has to be investigated. And that is a source of fraud. I think we have mentioned that there are about 20,000 cases of violations, fraud in our offices. 8,000 of that in central office and about 12,000 in the region. So, yeah. And last year, we commissioned a fraud study, which was completed late last year. This now gives us an idea of the size of fraud that Philhealth is facing.
But wouldn't you have wanted to go back, Mr. Morales, as president of Philhealth, to be able to fix this mess that the state insurer is in?
Well, there's a lot to be done. I propose that to fix the information system and reorganize Philhealth, and to do that, we would need outside assistance. The information system is very important, and to clean up the database. That cannot be completed in a year, maybe not in 3 years, because we're into the universal healthcare, where all citizens are now members of Philhealth. So it's a huge job. It's a monstrous job. And we need a lot of support. Well, I feel Philhealth needs a lot of support to get that done.
And despite your stepping down, the whistleblowers continue to say that you're part of this Philhealth syndicate, which is involved in irregularities in the 2 billion peso IT project and the use of the 30 billion IRM mechanism for COVID-19 patients.
That has no basis in fact. The information technology project of 2.1 billion, there is no transaction. That is a proposal, a budget proposal. It has not been approved. It's being worked on. So there's no transaction. And the intended reimbursement mechanism has all been accounted for. We have paid this to the hospital. They're covered by receipts and covered by contracts. So all on the level. So I totally deny this accusation that I'm the, whatever they call it, involved in all these irregularities. I totally deny. There's no basis in fact. That is a statement of somebody who's hallucinating and maybe, vengeful.
So, as a former president of Philhealth, what is your recommendation now to government and to Congress on how to fix these irregularities, this corruption within Philhealth?
It remains the same. Fix the information system and clean up the database, the membership database. And for this, they would need outside assistance because Philhealth does not have it in its resources, its personnel to transform the organization. So we need outside assistance. Maybe
Apart
an
from the
agency
outside
with
assistance,
global-
Mr. Morales, should there be a top to bottom and bottom up change in the leadership?
Well, that's long been overdue. That was what we were planning, me and my team. And we were slowly working towards it. But we were looking for a outside assistance because to have the perspective of the organization, we're moving towards universal healthcare. Philhealth is going to be the biggest GOCC that we have, spending more than 200 billion a year. It cannot perform that task as it is now organized.
So who do you think would be the best person right now, Mr. Morales, to lead Philhealth? An officer in charge has just been appointed today, and he is Philhealth Executive Vice President Arnel De Jesus. Do you think he's the right person? Do you know him personally? You think he's the right person to lead Philhealth forward?
Running the day-to-day functions of Philhealth is really a challenging job. So they need extra help, not only to run the current organization, launching the Universal Healthcare App, dealing with the pandemic, and then reorganizing Philhealth. That is just too much for any management team to do right now. So they need outside assistance. That's what I would recommend. Get somebody, get an outfit, get a partner that can help in the transformation.
And who would be this partner, Mr. Morales? Who would you recommend?
Yeah, we were talking to some, management firms with global reputation. I cannot mention the names because something might still come out of it. Yeah, but we were really trying to. The problem there was the funding for that endeavor. We still could not find it.
And Mr. Morales, a lot of Philhealth members are watching the final word tonight, and they want to find out because they're very concerned about this ongoing scandal and the loss of cash within the state health insurer, which could affect services and their lifelong investments in light of talks that the fund life will be cut short. Can you assure them, as a former Philhealth president, that this would not happen, that all their contributions will not be lost?
Philhealth, despite everything that has been said about it, is run by responsible people, honest and hardworking. And we are supported by the economic managers of the government, the Department of Health and the Insurance Commission, Department of Budget and Management. The government will not allow Philhealth to, run into the government. We started the year with a 130 billion reserve. That was before COVID. And we are confident that with the support from the Finance Department and the Department of Budget and Management, we can sustain the level of support that we're giving now to the members. We pay out about 12 to 14 billion pesos a month for health services. And this is going to increase because of universal health care. So we can sustain that. That is sustainable until the middle of 2021. And then that's why we're continuing to talk with the economic manager. So there's no worry. In a year from now, members will be receiving the same level of support.
We would like to thank you for joining us, Mr. Morales, on The Final Word, and we wish you all the best.